Day 21. Ben with Super Pumped Podcast, 40 days in the wilderness. I am out in the Serengeti, literally out in this national park, and I had the most epic morning ever. I went out on foot tracking lions. I kid you not. We go out for our morning game walk. The guides always downplay it. They're like, you're probably not going to see anything, but just be cognizant of walking in nature. That part is cool. But we're going along, and all of a sudden, the ranger, he says, I think I see a couple ears over there. And you're looking, and it's like off across the river. If you look, here's the river. We're on the right side of the river. And across the river and up on the hill, he's like, I see a couple ears. We take out the binoculars and we're looking across. Of course, I'm not seeing anything because I'm the old head in the group. And they're like, yeah, I think I see something too. And everyone's looking and they think, I think there's two lions over there. We're like, whoa, holy crap. Because we're just basically one side of the river to the other. You can see that's not a big river. It's not like the Mississippi or anything. My heart starts racing and I'm like, holy cow. And then we go around on one of those rocks and we're looking across, and sure enough, we can see another set of ears. And we look down the river and we see this big old male lion. He is just tearing into something. Our guides are like, he's eating breakfast. Then I'm thinking, man, we should be retreating. But instead, our guides are like, all right, like they do this hand signal, follow us. We start heading across the river toward the lions. And I'm like, holy crap, what are we doing? Sure enough, we go across the river and the lions, then you can see them up on the ridge. They're retreating. They retreat and they go along the side, probably 300 or 400 meters away. We're walking through there. It starts to smell. You're like, whoa, what is that? Before we know it, bam, in the grass, there is a dead zebra. It is literally like you can see the tail, the hooves, and all the ribs, and the lions have just been gnawing the heck out of that. It's flies, and it is fresh meat kill. Bright red. We're then watching them up on the ridge, and we start heading toward them, and they keep retreating from us. Then we count like 12 lions, and we're like, holy cow, there's like 3 big males, 9 females, and so we're tracking them. And then we kind of stopped, and our guide said, all right, we're going to basically let them calm down, get off their radar, because we were fully on their radar. We ended up going, 3 or 4 kilometers around like a different direction so that we were way away from them. But the whole time we're trying to keep an eye on them. Eventually, probably 2 hours later, we come to where there's a point where we can see them. It's not very far. They're like here to under that tree, right? I'm thinking, okay, this is plenty close. Our guides are like, oh, we got to see them closer. We basically skirt along the tree line, and we're no more than here to that bush from these lions. It's like heart pounding. They basically start retreating out, and they end up going over the ridge. There were 17 lions, 17 lions. I have never been that close to 17 lions in my life. They took off, and they are literally just out there somewhere, 17 lions. But to be able to track these majestic beasts, to see their kill, and then the final piece was we went back to the zebra and it had been moved and it was completely picked clean by the scavengers. Just an amazing morning. I am so super pumped to be able to experience it, and so grateful to the Serengeti and to our guides. And I cannot wait for our next adventure. If you've ever dreamed of pressing pause and rediscovering what makes your heart sing, I invite you to follow along on our YouTube channel or on Super Pumped Life on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I'll be posting every day, not only a podcast, but updates, stories, bonus coverage, and reflections through this super pumped adventure. If you're one of our awesome audio-only listeners, I would encourage you to go over to YouTube to see the incredible video footage of all that is going on in this 40-day super pumped adventure in the wilderness. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow.